expect anybody to be on here. Shalom, shalom, perfect peace be with you all. My name's Julie E. Gordon, also known as Julie Valentine, and this is actually officially my first ever live. I've done videos in the past. For those who know, you know. I don't actually have many people following this channel, and it's not something that I kind of push out into the social media world. But this morning I just felt a little bit more compelled to come on alive. I started off doing a video and then I said, nah, let's jump on alive. Let's see who's up or who's around or who's about, wherever you are in the world. I pray all is well. Sure it is. And everything is smooth. And the reason why I've come on alive, I've done a series of videos talking about who I am, what I do, where I've been. You know, see me like this. Who's this woman? Excuse me. So, just to let you know, I'm actually here in the Middle East. I'm from the UK, and I'm okay. And yeah, from Jamaican origin. And I'm just walking talk, so bear with me. I don't expect to see anybody on here, but the reason why I've jumped on this live is for those of you who know, I have a book that is officially out today, and I do kind of want to share the news that I will be doing an official launch later on this evening, which will be, I don't know what time it will be in your part of the world. And what I wanted to share with the book's called Beyond Being Heard, and it's the journey about how not to be misunderstood when you are sharing, sharing in the sense of sharing your voice, whether you're a singer, spoken word artist, whether you're a content creator, all those things. It's important that you are using your voice in the way as intended. So it's a God-given gift, and this is where it's important to also understand. Just bear with me, I'm just on this talk. Important to understand that for me, it's a personal journey of reflection. It's a memoir that taps into my identity and what my voice did for me and does for me till today. That's really important. And it's also about your presence. Are you present? The thing is, this is one of the things that I've obviously explored whilst this whole social media, internet, yada 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 has pulled us into this web of noise. I think many of us are trying to find our way. Sometimes that takes for us to be open and tell our stories so that others can get a better understanding about who we are and whose we are, lest I forget. However, even though that is incredibly important to share, what I found, especially over the course of so many years, the noise of people's voices across the internet is so loud. It's so loud that when you're wanting to tell when you're wanting to share a piece of your story with intention, good intention, it gets drowned out by a lot of naysayers or whatever you want to call them. So where do you stand in the midst of all that? Where do you stand in the midst of all that? Let's ask the question. Because for me, you know, over the years, you know, my background is music and education, and that is what I do. I share my experiences, you know, as I was a touring musician, and I bring that into education, not necessarily letting people think, oh, this is what you do and this is what you don't do. I kind of delve a little bit deeper, help, you know, individuals understand their voice and the importance of being understood, whether on stage and off the stage, and how you carry your voice in that way is so important. And then because of that, for me, having the tools, the experiences, the life lived, all that stuff, I've always found myself just picking up gems along the way, you know, whether that be having conversations, whether that be just listening to conversations, in a live setting, not just watching what's on the internet, but just actually being present in, you know, situations where people are talking and, you know, openly expressing themselves. And it's allowed me to collect a series of data that I could, you know, reflect on and use and put into this memoir. So this has not just happened overnight. It's been happening for, you know, the last couple of decades. So yeah. And in February, just before the chaos went off, yeah, I was in a conversation with a very dear friend of mine, and, you know, we were talking, you know, as you do, because when the opportunity comes, you end up having a chat with your friend, and, you know, you put perspective on everything, all that good stuff. So, and this particular friend has been with me throughout this journey, and came to the conclusion, she was like, have you not even thought of writing a book? And as she said that, I'd already kind of been in the process of putting it all together for completion. But she didn't know that, because we don't talk every day to kind of discuss, oh, where you up to. So I did say to her, I said, well, you know, I have got something that I want to share, and whoever picks it up, may they be blessed when they receive it. And I shared part of it with her to take away, to kind of digest and all that stuff. So February 2026, something shifted. Beyond being heard, had been birthed, and it's now out. So it's out on Amazon, it's out on, you can actually get it directly through my site, as I've shared with you, or for those who follow me, I've shared it with you, and that's at THEVOCALPOD.org. So yeah, beyond being heard, it's a journey of identity, a journey of voice, and a journey of presence. And it is, I will add, it's a good, of course it's a good read, because I wrote it. But I will say, and the disclaimer, because what's great about the tools that we can use and get access to today, the resources, can put everything in order. And I was like, whoa! So I didn't have to do as much as, you know, the pages and everything. Because when you write, you just write, and you just throw it all. And then obviously I had my notebooks, and all my hard drive information. And I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do with all this information? I have no idea what I'm going to do. And I literally put it all in, and oh my goodness, it just fixed it. So it saved a lot of time, because I was anticipating to release the book. I would say I was anticipating to release it around about September, but because of the situation that we're in over here now, and it's just, everything's just uncertain. Don't know what's really happening. I wanted to push that forward so that people can actually get access to it. So it's been done. I can officially say now I'm an author. Woo-hoo. So Beyond Being Heard, yes, it's out. I'm going to drop I'll try and drop the link or the QR code. Or actually I can, yeah, I think I can drop the link in the comments where you can access it. How cool is that? So yes, it has been a journey. It's certainly something that you need to be prepared for. For those of you, and I'm sure there's a lot of authors out there who are writing, but when you're writing from a personal perspective and you want to share that with people, but you don't want to actually have to tell the story through a piece of metal, because I always make reference to this thing that we look into. It's good for those people who, you know, don't get the opportunity to get out and all that stuff, and I think it's great. It's great for that. But are we missing something here? Are we missing the importance of being able to turn the pages of a book, like literally a physical product in your hand, a book that has been, you know, carefully thought out. It's been carefully thought out. It's not something that has just been, I'll just whip that together in 5 minutes and hope for the best. No, when time is taken over time, and no matter where you are in your life, I will say this, you know what, you know, pick up a pen if you are able to do so. Pick up a pen and just start with your name. Start with your name, and then start bringing all the things about the name that you've been given, and write. There's something powerful when you put a pen to a piece of paper, and I think so many of us have forgotten that rule, and we rely on the quick fixes. So I strongly recommend that you do that, because I did it when COVID hit. I think that's when I was actually in the absolute depths of the book, because COVID obviously opened up opportunities for so many people to do so many creative things. I'm not sure if it is on here, but it doesn't matter. I think it was safe. COVID allowed that to happen, and that's where when I left my job in the time of COVID, before I came to Dubai, I was given this beautiful notebook, and my friends in the UK, they know, those who know, they know, and this notebook was beautiful, and I thought, oh my gosh, there's no words in here yet. So I started to really immerse myself into writing and just looking at my handwriting, revisiting the fact that there's something so precious about your hand, and how you apply text to that page. So it's something so incredibly, you know, I do apologise because I'm actually it's starting to get hot over here. Yeah, it's something special about how you use pen, and we need to sometimes revisit that just to, you know, tap into what's really inside of us and put it on paper. Boom, boom. So yeah, so that's when it really started, and now, what was it, COVID 2022, 4, 5, 6, so 4 years on. it's happened. Everything has been put in towards us. So I have to say I'm really happy, and I'm so proud of the fact that if I can do it, anyone can do it. All praises to the Most High Yah, as he has been very much instrumental in the whole process, and it's through him that I am able to actually, you know, present this, you know, and that is the key. That is the key thing, that he has allowed it to happen. He's ordained that to happen, and I give him all the thanks. I certainly give him all the praise for allowing me to do that. So yeah, I'm going to do another walk around here. And yeah, with that said, if you, you know, if you want to receive a copy, or you're interested in finding a little bit more about the book, I am going to be doing, I know it's a bit lastminute.com, and I am not going to apologise because I've been so busy anyway. If you are interested in finding a little bit more about the book, and you care to join me on a virtual launch later today, which will be 7:30 Dubai time. I have no idea about the time that will be in your part of the world or wherever you are, but if you care to join, there's going to be a whole group joining on the live from 7:30, and it will be very short, in and out, and yeah, talking about the book. All right, so if you're interested, then I would strongly recommend. I will what I will try and do, because I've not even organised this is not, I didn't even intend to come on a live. I don't know why, but I do know why. So I'll see if I can actually put the link in the comments for later. Yeah, I'll put it in the description when I decided to upload this. And another thing, I don't know what I find with YouTube, it's so exhausting uploading videos. Feels like it takes forever and a day. It could take a whole day for one video to upload. I'm not sure if it's the seconds on my phone and the updates, I don't know, I have no idea. But with that said, I'm gonna definitely try and put the link of the book launch in the description. So if you care to join, that'd be wonderful, and it'd be great to see you. And you'll also get to hear me read a chapter of the book. And what else? Yeah, and then for those of you who have followed me on here, I also do TikTok. I find TikTok is great. It's a great place to, and I always do TikTok live. I don't really do videos as such, but I often jump on TikTok live just to tap in. I have quite a few followers on there to reach out to. I use this platform just to, you know, bring my voice to you, to let those who know that I'm okay, I'm here, you know, and I don't sell any products and things. I'm not a content creator of that vice at all. So I just wanted to, I always just share, you know, updates and good things and all that, and that good stuff. So like I said, if you are interested in joining me later today, that'd be amazing. I'll be really like amazed if you care to join me on my virtual book launch. And yeah, and before I actually leave, I want to give a biggest shout out to the Most High Yah for allowing me to step into this new day, and all praises be to him. And also I want to say a big, huge thank you to those who attended the breakfast launch. I did a breakfast launch on Friday, and obviously I've never been in a position to do a launch. I didn't really have, I mean, do you have to have knowledge about when you want to launch something? I don't think you do. I don't think it's that deep. But I realise it is, because there's a lot to think about, because you're sharing part of yourself with a group of people who actually don't, some of them don't even know each other. So I'm like, oh, I had to give that some thought. But I'll definitely learn from that for next time. That's a dead cert. I will learn from that for next time. So I want to say thank you for those who came in attendance to DIFC, Jones the Grocers, for the breakfast launch. It was such a intimate moment, and yeah, you know, we are really unique humans who, when we express ourselves, we might do a recount in our head, but every time the truth, when it comes out, it's such a beautiful thing for someone to receive a piece of you, for them to take away, and vice versa. I think we're fully caught up with this being separated behind a piece of glass or behind this black mirror, and it's not healthy. And when you're in an environment and you're actually sitting amongst your fellow people who you've carefully, chosen to come and, invite them into your space, that's a moment in itself. And I give praises to the Most High Yah to having me allowing me to do that. Get me words right. Oh, right. So that again is it's an intimate moment, and I want to thank the people who attended that breakfast launch, not lunch. Oh, it was kind of like a brunch. And what else? Yeah, so like I say, it's beyond being heard. You feel free to go and check out my other video that I uploaded just a few days ago. It was actually prior to the breakfast launch, so it just gives you a bit of an overview of what I talk about and all that stuff. And if you care to like this video, as they say, then absolutely feel free. It's not a big ask, but I also encourage you all to stay rooted in prayer. Get real with the word. Trust and believe. Get real with the word, because that's where it's at right now. And I pray that you will all have a wonderful and blessed day. Perfect peace be with you all. And until next time, I'll see you real soon, I think. Right, I'm going to figure out how to end this live. This is the first time I've done a live. I'm going to figure out how to end it. But I want to say thank you once again. Shalom. Yay.